Hi everyone, Jamie here. Thank you for watching today. So in this video we're going to be making a Showstopper card. So this is one of my samples for the new collection launching from Made to Surprise called Showstoppers 2. If you haven't seen that collection in more detail, I'll just link the video in the top right hand corner there and you can have a look at all the elements that are included in this beautiful collection. So this is the card that I've made. Got this beautiful teal colour matched with the orange, just a pop of green on the front there for an 80th birthday. So this is just a card sleeve, and I've got on the back there happy birthday and the poem, and the card just slides out like so, and then you open it up and you've got this huge showstopper with all these lovely ovals. Stands up like so. Can't fully get it on camera, so the one end will go across like that and it's sort of like a curved shape coming round. Got this lovely sort of polka dot style pattern paper in the orange there. I think it pops really well against the blue, and we've got these lovely butterflies and some pearl details. So let me show you how I put this together. So I've started with the Showstoppers 2 triple oval accordion die set. I've got this largest die here, so it's one panel. I've run that through my die cut machine twice. The first one, I've completely run it through and cut it as it is. The second piece, as you can see, is slightly larger, so I've left about 1/4 of an inch extra on the edge. So I've partially die cut it. I run it through past this, if I move this other one out of the way, so past this point here, and then it doesn't cut that final edge. So if you look at the two there, I've placed my plates just after these triangular points. Sorry, slightly off camera there. So place your plate just after this point there, and then you can just trim the edge off, so we've got a 1/2 inch tab to attach the two pieces together. I always reinforce my score lines just that it doesn't have any cracking, whether you're using lightweight or heavier weight. I always do this. So you just line it up to a track in your scoreboard and just follow the line through. So I've done that on both pieces. So I've got both my panels and I've cut one of the largest oval dies within the set in the same colour, and I'm going to use this to attach them together also. So taking the largest piece, the one that we partially die cut, I'm going to run a bead of glue along the edge here. Just going to use some quick grab glue for this, and using my additional oval die cut, I'm going to place this on top of the other panel just to help me line it up. So this oval piece should cover both sides. So just looking at that, I'm just going to tack that down and just double check. Happy with the placement of that. That looks pretty good. Make sure you've got a straight edge as well, so use your mat. I think that's looking pretty good. One more check. Yep, happy with that. I'm just going to press that down now. And then just to hide that join, I'm going to use some Collal glue just to help strengthen that panel and add the oval piece. And do a double check from the back. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to let that dry and I'll talk you through the other pieces that I've cut. So I've used the same die again, obviously, to cut the mats and layers. And I've cut my mat in white cardstock and my layer in the pattern paper, and this is from Showstoppers 2. So I'll just take one of the larger pieces. So I've got the white there, as I said, and then the pattern paper. And I thought the orange goes really well with this teal colour cardstock. So before I attach my mats and layers, I'm just going to work on the folding. Now, bear with me because I'm just going to have a bit of a play here. I've got this idea in my head where these two panels are going to fold over one another. This will then be, yes, these two panels will fold over one another. This one will fold back to create the left hand gatefold, and the other one will wrap around to create the right hand gatefold. We'll see. I'm just going to have a play and then I'll talk you through how I've well, if it works out, I'll talk you through how I've done it. Okay, so as I said, I had a little bit of a play. The idea essentially works, but when you open it up to display, it doesn't look quite right. So if I fold this down flat, these two sides will fold over. My idea was to make a sleeve anyway for this, something that will wrap around the front. So it's going to be essentially a belly band, but it covers the whole of the front of the card. And then they'll just open it up then to display. So it'll stand up like so. So you can sort of have a play, but really open it out. So if I just move that along the camera slowly, that's how it sort of will display. I appreciate it's quite large, so you've got the back there that's square, and then you've got all these lovely folds then. So it sort of opens out. So to create this, if we start from left to right, the first fold is a mountain. The next fold then you come to is between this sort of half oval and this large oval just down here. So you want to valley fold that, valley fold the next, valley fold, valley fold. So basically your first fold is a mountain, your last fold is a mountain, and everything in between is a valley. So hopefully that clarifies everything. And I said, the back panel then, each side folds down. Just fold the other one over the top. And then I've got sort of a mock-up, but I didn't get the sizing right, so I'll sort that shortly. It's going to be something like that then, that will fit over the front. Probably going to do a finger pull perhaps on each side to help you pull the card down. Yeah, I think that'll look quite good. So we'll work on this portion of the card first, and then I'm going to again have another play with the wrap, work out the sizing and tell you all of that. So I've got all these lovely pieces. I'm just going to place a few of them on my card. I've got two ovals for there. I haven't done anything with the centre at the moment. Reason being, I think I'm going to stamp one of the larger sentiments, and that be the focal point. And again, I sort of do these things as I go along, because I haven't made these style of cards before. I just like to have a little bit of a play, and I don't sort of pre-plan too much. I like to see where the card takes me. There we go. So I'm going to go off camera now and just attach all these mats and layers to the card, and I'll come back to you and we'll talk through the sleeve and the additional decorations. To create the wrap, I've got a piece of 10 3/4 by 7. Along the 10 3/4 side, you want to score at 4 7/8, 5 1/8, 10 and 10 1/4. Just going to take a slight wedge off the 1/2 inch tab there, not too much. Pop my scoreboard away. So if we fold and burnish on the score lines, they're all mounting folds. Next, with the 1/2 inch tab and the 1/4 inch tab folded back on themselves, I'm going to add some quick grab glue along the 1/2 inch tab only, and then fold this over. Okay, so we've got this very thin wrap then that will hold the card in place. So I'm going to flip this over so that the joint is at the back, and we're going to work on the front. So I've got a piece of white cardstock that measures 4 5/8 by 6 3/4. So it's going to sit in the front there, and the piece of pattern paper that measures 4 3/8 by 6 1/2. I'm just going to add those with some collal glue just to help strengthen that piece. It is a lighter weight cardstock. I believe it's a Craft Perfect from Tonic Studios. So it's around about a 220 GSM. So while the card wrap is drying, I'm just going to bring back in my card base. I've got all the mats and layers attached, as I said. I've stamped the sentiment from large Showstopper Sentiments A5 stamp set. I've used a VersaFine clay to stamp, and this is in the colour Warm Breeze. And I've used one of the oval nesting dies to go in the centre there. So that finishes off the card base. I may add further decoration, but I'll let you know at the end. To decorate the card sleeve, I have some flowers that I've prepared off camera, and I've got the number 80 that will also sit on the front there. So I've used the Build 'em Up Flowers and Leaves stamp and die set. So I've used the more circular petals, and I've used the largest die to cut 2 of the teal colour. I've then used the largest and the next size down to cut this white frame, and I've done that twice. And then for the next size down, I've used the medium and cut that twice in the teal colour cardstock to create 1 flower. And then I've used the medium and the small die to cut this sort of frame in the white, and I've cut that twice. So 4 in total, 4 teal and 4 white to do the 2 flowers there. I've just popped some embellishments there in the centre just to decorate those. I think they look really pretty. And I've used the large modern number die set for the number 80. I've cut it once in white, once in the teal. It's going to sit on the front there, and I've also cut them again in foam adhesive. So I've got those, so I'm going to attach all of those together. So we've got some really nice layers on the number. Probably going to stick that sort of down towards the bottom right, and then the flowers at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate the front of the card. Finish off adding my sentiment to my card base. also forgot to mention that I've cut some layers for the back as well. So I've gone for the largest oval die, then I've cut a piece in vellum and a piece in white. That'll be where you can write your message, or you can add a piece on the back here and add your message on this piece. It's entirely up to you. Or you could add a white panel and stamp a verse on there. I think that'd be really nice. So I'll show you what I've come up with in total now towards the end of the video. So again, I'm going to go off camera just to do the rest of the decoration, put everything together, and then I'm going to show you the final card. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've done all my decorating. So here's the sleeve, and I've added the flowers there, some foliage, the number 80 as I said, and some pearls. And to show you that again, so that's a really thin sleeve that will fit over the top, which I'll demonstrate shortly. And then on the back, one to add some strength, but also I thought it would be lovely to, you could add your personal message on here if you wanted. But I've added the happy birthday stamp set. So if you haven't seen this before, it says, "Today's your birthday, it's all about you, lots of presents and cards, and of course a drink or two. Some singing and dancing, friends tapping their feet, enjoy the party, and cake to eat." So I thought that was really lovely. And then I'll just show you the card now that it's all finished. So I've added some pearls on the edges there and around the sentiment. I've added these gorgeous butterflies, and they are from the Butterflies Galore stamp and die set. So I stamped this one here and cut that with the outline die, and also the trail as well. Just added a few pearls there to decorate. Just hold that up a little closer so you can see all that lovely detail. And the one side folds over and this goes back, the other side folds over and this goes back, so it's got a little bit of bulk to it, but fingers crossed, I haven't tested it. It should fit within the sleeve. Perfect. That's just nice and snug in there now. So you could class that as your envelope, I guess. You would again add it in another like an acetate box with an acetate front or something like that. I think that would look really good. You could do it in a vellum sleeve. Lots of options there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, you might want to hit the like button. I really appreciate it if you could. That really helps support and grow my channel. Any products used in today's video will be listed in the description box below. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!